Autumn has come to upstate New York, and we find ourselves at New Era Field in Orchard Park. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Detroit Lions and the Buffalo Bills. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. They'll run on first down. It's Harrison. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Check alert! On the ball, on the ball, on the ball. He's crashing. He's checking crash. He's coming. Double up, double up. Double up.
They'll try the left side. Harrison trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Brings up 3rd down and 7.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7.
Let's put that team on the clock. Ford is the Lions.
On play action, Allen. And it's caught by Parker. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 12 yards that time, and a Bills first down.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion.
2nd and 9 at the 40-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Alert, alert, alert. SOS, 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 SOS. Switch.
They'll try the left side. It's Harrison, and that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That'll go as a loss of 5. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here, 3rd and 14.
Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3. Motion. Alert. 5 wide. Alert. He's checking. Go.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Looks for Nelson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jared Davis. And they will finally stop him, but a great return. Gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
Waiting. 58, come on. He's timing in. He's timing up.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. A gain of 3, second down.
I think in normal situations, most play callers would probably shelve that play in this situation. But down in the red zone, got a little something extra to play with. I like the way that he took a shot and went after it.
Set! Waiting! Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. I got one!
On 2nd and 7, Stafford, he'll get this one to Galladay. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal.
We go set! Get a waiting! Shovel right!
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here this close. Sneak it?
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
We gotta step it up. Easy! Safety's great.
They'll try to run this one in. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. So backed up to the 6 now. 3rd and goal. A shotgun snap for Stafford. Flush to fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
When I see a play like that, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit and in this case lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Now, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
Well, they're inching closer and closer here to the wrong goal line.
When you're backed up like that, all you're trying to do is make sure you don't give up a big play, right? You don't miss an assignment that really gets you into more trouble.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
If you're looking for glory, looking to get your name in the headlines, you do not want to play nose tackle. But how about what we just saw there? The ability to hold people up, take on extra blocks, and actually slip them and make a tackle on that play. That's big time.
On 2nd down now, it's Harrison. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
On first down, Harrison. And he'll be taken down at the 18. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Last week, of course, the great performance, over 200 yards. He still wants to be fed.
And they should. That's exactly what you should do. I have not yet met a running back that's run for over 200 yards that says the very next week, hey, let's back things up.
Yeah, I don't need it as much.
No, they want it more and more. They're going to be ready to go because they think that's going to happen naturally now.
Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Watch the screen! Watch the screen! Check.
Throwing is Allen on third. He gets it into the arms of Parker, complete. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down.
All right, let's just go ahead and walk through this one pretty easily, right? Blast off the line of scrimmage, get downfield to a certain point, usually around 8 to 10 yards, turn around and make sure the quarterback sees your numbers and set yourself up for the pass.
A well-executed curl route by Charles Davis. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield, a really nice pickup.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 48-yard line.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. No score after one on EA Sports. On 2nd and 11 now. Allen. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 30.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
They'll run on first down. It's Harrison, and he's got about 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 25.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
At the Lions' 25-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Check 13. Check 13.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile.
The Bills on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Allen now looks to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this. Josh Allen, very athletic at 6'5", showing the versatility, picking up the first on the scramble.
These type of plays are backbreakers for our defense. They thought they had him hemmed in, thought they were going to get him on the ground with the pass rush, but were unable to do so. He gets away, picks up a big first down, and sets up 1st and goal inside the 10.
Exit, exit. Double tight. Three down. Check nickel. Shoot. Check 26.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal.
Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field, D. Kill.
Now Allen. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. Trey Flowers, the former Arkansas Razorback, in there to get him.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal?
Motion, bump.
And to give this time to the tailback. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It's a decent gain on the ground. Call it 6, but it still leaves him with a ways to go on 4th and goal. So here's Greg Zuerlein now as he'll try for the field goal. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. Oh, this ball hangs out to the right. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game. And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, you're not going to have too many attempts shorter than that one, and I don't think this was blocked. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And so close to hitting pay dirt last time. Fumbling down near the goal line. Now, how does that affect their psyche this time around?
It's a tester, that's for sure, because to be that close and come away with no points is really disappointing, not just for the guys on offense, but the defensive players, too, who thought, hey, we're going to put some points up and have a little momentum going. They've got to find a way to just get it out of their minds, let it go.
Short-term memory.
And move on to the next series.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Ready, move. 64,
Now a handoff here to his running back. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
On third down, Horton. He finds an opening past the 40 and brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
First down, Lions.
So first and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 49-yard line.
Hey, Orbit. 58 to Mike. Come on, baby. Come on, let's go. Hey, motion.
They'll try the air now with Stafford. This one caught by Isabella. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On first down, Stafford here. Open man is Galladay, complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Hey, Delta.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Throwing again on second down. Stafford. That ball complete to Isabella. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Andy Isabella, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team, because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he'll finally be taken down at the 18. And he will finally be wrestled down at the Lions' 18. Nothing fancy there, a little smash-mouth football right up the gut on the dive, and it turns into a huge play.
You talk about the fastest way to the secondary. Right up the gut, as you described, and sprinted into the secondary for a long, long run.
And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now, because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on third down.
Watch out, watch out, watch out.
On third down, Harrison. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's fourth down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this third down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
A 28-yard attempt.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. This one fielded at the 5. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Six yards on that last play. Here's second and 4.
Come on. Hey, high 7.
Back to throw. Stafford. Throwing deep for Galladay. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Now they face a third down and 4 after that incompletion on second down.
Hey, Haywood.
Now Stafford. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. It's a gain of 14 and a first down for Detroit.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Hey, foxtrot, foxtrot. Hey, 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 hey. 58, right there.
Off of play action. Here's Stafford. The throw for Galladay is going to be intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
A loss of 2 there, second down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Allen going to throw. Yeah, this is caught. It's Parker. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Gain of 4 brings up 3rd and 8.
Mike Ford, round 80. I'm coming after you.
On play action, Allen nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Dante Fowler, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. The Bills send the punter out as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Not too shabby here. This will skip out of bounds at about the 12-yard line.
At their own 12-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's got a man complete. Touchdown, Detroit. Andy Isabella, 88 yards. And the Lions are able to extend their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10. A nice run on 1st down gets him 6 yards to the 31. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
And he is going to lose yardage here. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down now. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
Come on. You better bring. Bang.
From the gun, it's Allen. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. Dante Fowler make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40.
Let's go.
At their own 38-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
You. Ford is mine. He can't let it go.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on fourth.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they've rallied and made the tackle.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people...
It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Detroit. And Isabella with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year. And the Lions are able to extend their lead.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that. truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Harrison, and tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Bills on 3rd down. They've converted a 1/3 of their opportunities, 3 for 9. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
On 2nd down, it's Harrison. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 11 yards and a Buffalo 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. And now they'll throw with Allen. On the screen, Bernard. They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
Round 80.
Mike's 40. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. Hey, 40's Mike.
Operating from the gun. Allen finding Knox there, complete. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a 1st down.
On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he picks up the 1st before he's taken down at the 29. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They'll keep it on the ground. Harrison, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the Lions' 31-yard line.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Allen operating from the gun. Over the middle, he'll get it to Harrison. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Allen off the play fake. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. J.J. Nelson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bills get a bit closer. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Now this one complete on the slant route. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
Watch twist. Watch. Drill right, 22.
Bravo.
Hey, I got you. 58 for Mike, 58. 58.
They'll try the left side. It's Horton, and he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage, the stop troops, the defensive guys, they've got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them.
Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Hey, 58 is a Mike. Go 58. Hey.
To throw is Stafford. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 40.
A gain of 18 on the play. And the Lions first down.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Throwing here, Stafford. He'll get this one to Galladay. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Push him back. Easy. Motion to the backfield.
Stafford. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's 2nd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down.
Alert!
Stafford. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. And Oliver gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front. After the sack, Stafford and the Lions come up on a 3rd and long situation.
Alert! Hey, Echo!
58, boys, 58, 58, Mike. Coming, baby, I'm coming, baby. Woo!
From the gun, here's Stafford. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal.
What you got? What you got? Smooth. What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some. Here we go. 58, right over there. 21. 58, right there.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there, Harry.
Stafford going to throw it. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Cameron Hayward able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
I'm going to run you over.
On 2nd down now, it's Horton. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end. So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions, and they were really helped by their defense forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for the Lions, that early momentum continues here as they move to 4-0. And they'll have another road date next week with the Miami Dolphins. Meanwhile, for the Bills, the loss will move them back to 3-2 on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.